So who is more dramatic?
Me,
Okay.
I think.
She wasn't going to say it.
I wasn't.
If you're talking about who needs to vent more in a very dramatic way, it's always me.
It's Sarah.
Welcome to Posture and Purpose, where both healing and community come together. Make sure to subscribe on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Let's get into this episode with Dr. Michelle Carr-Frank.
Today's guests are two women who somehow turned kitchen table conversations, Cajun culture, motherhood chaos, and pure Louisiana authenticity into a community people feel deeply connected to. They're funny, unfiltered, relatable, and proof that being yourself still matters. So grab your coffee and listen in, because today we're sitting down with the one and only Cajun Mamas. Welcome, Koa and Sarah. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
What an intro that was.
I tell you what, you really packed it all.
You really pumped us up there.
I thought it was good.
It was good.
Very good.
And this is a special episode for me, not only because I know you guys personally. Sarah, I've been treating your family for many years now, and Koa more recently. But also, you two ladies hail from Church Point, Louisiana,
Yes.
which is where my mother's family is from, the Barouses. So if anybody in Church Point is listening, shout out to the Barousse Street
Yeah.
The Baru Street.
and to Church Point. So again, thank y'all so much for being here.
You're welcome.
And representing Church Point, how has that been? How has that felt?
Well,
Really kind of surreal. Because I don't know if you know, but they even nominated me for Mardi Gras court, and I won the Mardi Gras.
she
Mardi
won.
Gras
She was the queen of Church Point.
Oh my goodness.
So
We're among royalty.
I even have a crown to prove
I
it.
should have curtsied when you walked in.
So, I mean, we kind of walk around the streets and we say the names of the streets because it's, the French names and the people of Church Point seem to be all right with it. So,
And I'm not from Church Point originally. I'm from Gaydel.
Okay.
So I married a Church Pointian, So I've been in Church Point though since 2010. So I'm almost half my life by now. I'm considered a Church Pointian.
oh, yeah, you are.
Well, I want to start with you guys, not only talking about your friendship, but I want you to tell me one word that describes each other. Just one word.
Ooh.
Can you think of something on your toes?
I just think funny. Like, she constantly makes me laugh. Like, I stay in stitches and I cry. She can ask her, I cry a lot.
Oh,
but it's
listen.
always like it's happy.
Funny.
It's fun. Like, I cannot
Okay.
when I get started. Tears.
Happy tears.
And I'm not stopping either.
No.
Like, I'm going to pile it on
Build,
so she
and
cries
keep build,
even
and
more.
keep build. Yeah, and then she'll pick at me. Oh, look at you crying, and I'm just like, I hate you right now, because it's always it'll be somewhere we gotta go or whatever. I'm like, look at my makeup. Let me touch this up. No, it's
That's good.
our
Humor.
friendship is all laughter all the time.
And she's caring. She's the nurturer. She's making sure we got everything all together.
Good.
I'm the big kid, and she's the mama. So she's the caring one.
The caring
I mean, I
one.
care for her too, but she's more of let me keep it all together type person.
And at what point through your friendship and starting all of this, at what point did you realize this is more than just a few posts on social media? When did you realize that people were really noticing and what you were bringing attention to?
I think when we got so many views and comments on the first few videos, and it was just us, like, and not these exact cups, but her butterfly gold Carrel cups. People saw that and were instantly transported to their grandma's kitchen or their mama's kitchen or whatever. And when most of the comments were about that and like the nostalgia of it all. And when we realized how much it was resonating with people, it was like, we have to keep going. Like, we have to keep doing this, because this whole like concept of like slow down enough to go visit, go visit. Like, you would go visit and they'd have a pot of coffee on the stove all day long.
That's completely lost. Do you know how often I think, oh, I have a plan with somebody, but I'm going to cancel it because I'd rather stay home or I feel some type of anxiety around it. But what we were bringing was back those old times where that was just what they did. They had nothing else to do.
No Netflix.
No
So-
Facebook, and I know we bring our stuff on social media, but at the time, it just like less distraction, more connection,
Simple.
simpler
Simple
times.
life.
Yeah.
And being that you guys have been, entertaining to say the least, what do you think if you had your own reality TV show? What would be the name of it? Have y'all thought about that?
That is a dream of mine. I'm always.
She would love that, but at the same time, she don't like to people too much.
I don't.
And have people up in your face like all the time. So can you imagine?
I
the
can
camera
do it,
crew?
but I have to be prepared for it. And you never know what, I'm a loose cannon. You never know what's going to come out of my mouth. So that's a little scary.
Okay.
But the name of a reality show.
Oh, I don't know.
The reality show that I want us to do is Cajun Mama Picking. So like we go
Oh,
picking,
my God, that would be
thrifting,
amazing.
like picking through people's barns and sifting through their old stuff that they're not going to use anyway. And like we just build, banter around that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun.
So I don't know, Cajun Mama Picking.
Would it
I
be in
Cajun Mama
Louisiana? Y'all would
Pickers.
keep it to this, South Louisiana?
There's so many spots in Louisiana we have not even
haven't even
touched.
tapped.
But there's also other places around the country too that, and I mean, from being on the Whatnot app, if you have not discovered that,
Don't do it.
don't. She said don't do it. It's
Oh.
addicting. But I'm like, where are they finding all these things? And she's
Treasures.
like, they're all over the country. Like,
Okay.
so there's just untapped.
Maybe somebody's listening. Y'all might get an offer. Who knows?
I
Who
feel like
knows?
there's many facets to the Cajun Mamas, though. We got so many different things
It'll be
going
called
on.
Coffee and Chaos.
Because that's what it's gonna be.
I like that. That's a good one. And now that people have tapped into what y'all are doing, y'all are teaching people about our Cajun culture here. Do you feel responsible in any way to represent our area in a certain way?
I think it's so easy to do. Like it's so easy. Our culture is so just full
Ingrained.
and ingrained, but like it is so it's uncommon. What's the word I'm looking for?
Unique.
Unique.
Yeah.
It's so unique. But it is a duty of mine to bring that out for other people to see how we live. It's the hospitality, it's the food, it's the connection and the community.
I don't think I even realized how special it is until people start pointing it out. Or like we'll get a lot of comments from people who lived here and moved away and I
Right.
miss it. I miss Louisiana so much. And it's like with the accents, the food, all the things, that's just, you grow up hearing it and you grow up living in it and you don't
Right.
realize that the world doesn't,
No.
that's not how it is everywhere.
If you go to other places in the world, or just this country, of course, there's
Yeah.
no place like Louisiana, especially South Louisiana.
Yeah,
As
and
y'all
I
know.
think we just didn't realize that, and now that we have, there is a little bit of, pressure's not the right word, but duty, like you said, like just to,
It's a duty.
just to,
I don't like the word duty,
to, yeah,
but it's a duty.
to highlight
And
it.
to represent it
To highlight it, you know?
responsibly. Does that make
Correct,
sense?
yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Is there anything that people watching or listening to your videos on social media, is there anything that they may not realize about your friendship? It's all fun and games when you video, when you're on social media. But behind
know
the
one.
scenes, is there something about your friendship that people may be surprised by?
Okay.
We work hard off camera. Like it's not, it is fun work though. I mean, it's fun working with your best friend, but like we both have very successful makeup and skincare businesses. We both were with Lime Life for 7 years and 6 years.
Great.
That takes work,
Yes.
that off aside. And I tell that to people when I'm doing my, like going live and putting my makeup on and stuff. I'm like, welcome, if you found me because of Cajun Mamas, welcome. I said, but I'm not only a funny Cajun Mama, I am also a beauty guy with Lime Life. And I have been for 7 years, long before Cajun Mama ever happened.
Right.
But so we worked that. And then now that Cajun Mamas became a thing, that's a whole entity in itself to keep up with. And so behind the scenes, what you don't see is actual work that we do, and the emails and the messages and the texts and the
planning, the
planning.
scheduling,
Yes,
between
yes,
families
the coordinating.
yeah,
You know.
and the coordinating it takes. It's very.
Can't
it's a lot.
imagine.
So it's not just standing in front of the camera and being funny, but it's also a lot of time on the computer in the office. Like it's
book work involved.
book work,
And all the,
You
yeah.
do not
packing and
see.
shipping.
Yeah.
No, there's nobody doing all that for us. Like we
all
are our
on you.
own managers. We are packing and shipping every single piece of merchandise
Wow.
that comes through. So we have
I
a
bet
lot.
people
It's
don't
a lot.
realize that.
Yeah.
So, is there anything that you think might be a moment in time when all this was building that you thought, this is not going to work? There's no way we can handle all this.
Well, for me, it was when things started really picking up with Cajun Mamas. I was still working at home, but still working full time, and I was like, I can't keep up with this all. Like, I can't do Lime Life and this job and Cajun Mamas, but like that was the fun work. Like, I really wanted to pursue Cajun Mamas and keep growing my Lime Life business. That was like my passion. So when that all started, I'm like, this ain't gonna work. Like, I don't know, something has to give. And thank the Lord, the other thing got to give, and I got to
Play.
and pursue like something that really just lit me up inside,
Right.
and
Right.
living the dream, like I like to say, really.
But brings joy to others too,
It really
brings joy
does.
to others, and that's really what fills our cups,
Yeah, I can relate because, some people, I see a lot of patients and they're so tired after work, or, sometimes I'm a therapist and a chiropractor.
Sure.
They'll tell me about their day or how overwhelmed they are, and I'm thinking, gosh, I am so blessed to be able to do what I do because I do have a passion for it.
Yeah.
And that makes all the difference in the world because it's not like a job.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
feel like you get to get up every day
You actually make
And
a
you
difference.
love it, yeah.
and enjoy people you're around, and that makes it all worthwhile. So I know you guys share everything. Mm-hmm. Not really, though, right? Is there anything that you really protect? Because y'all really put it all out there. But is there
Yeah.
anything that you say, no, this is sacred, this is something I'm going to keep private?
I don't know. I felt very strange about showing my kids at all at first. But that's so part of our lives and being mamas. And so it's hard. I still do, like, I don't show every detail of my kids' lives. Even I'm cautious about like saying where they go to school. I don't say that. Dancing even, I'm just like, I don't really like to mention what studio they're with. Just things like that. I try to protect. I don't know. And my husband you won't see my husband on camera very much. He's just, that's not his vibe. He supports me in it, but like he's in the background supporting and stuff. I don't feel, that's not really intentional, but if you ever wondering, like, yes, I'm married, and very happily, and he supports me and he feeds me and he takes care of me.
Thank goodness, right?
So yeah.
That was one of my questions about your
Spouses.
spouses. How did they feel? What a change in the dynamics at home, I'm sure.
Yeah. It took a lot. We work on our phones a lot. So we are looking down at our phone, especially with the kids. It was kind of like, okay, we have to make, an effort to put it down at some points of the day, obviously. But with our spouses, it was just like, you always on your phone, And then once they got used to it, I'm not speaking, I should not say they.
That's okay.
But once Chase got used to, okay, she's not just playing on her phone, she's working. This is what it looks like for her to go to work. And us, sometimes when I set up the camera in the kitchen, he's like, oh, Lord, but he's so, but then when it comes to vendor shows and us being away on the weekends, there's nowhere else they'd rather be. They run our booth for us so that we can,
That's wonderful.
we
and
can
greet
meet
people,
and greet,
yeah.
and they love it. They love coming with us. They love seeing the people. And they know ultimately that the people that we meet are supporting us in what we do. So it makes it easier. And the things that they say, it makes it easier, I think, for them to, I'd love to have them on our podcast one day. I know that would be
That would be
hard.
great.
Just
but
bring a little glass of whiskey for mine to sip on and he'll be fine.
Give him some whiskey before.
we should do
Yeah.
that.
Let it settle in first.
We always record during the week while they making the books, though. While they work, they doing real jobs, you
Well,
know. So
well,
how
To
can they
make
get
an
them on?
exception for them, huh?
From what y'all are telling me, that y'all definitely have a real job as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Multiple jobs, you
and
know.
very successful. And it's great to have a good support system. But motherhood and family, what has that taught you more than success ever could? Because you guys have shown how successful everything is, you know, behind the camera and with what you're representing Louisiana with. What has motherhood taught you that success never could?
That it's okay not to be perfect. Because no matter how I feel about what I'm doing or, you know, what the day looks like for me, they don't see it the same way that I do. And just when I tell them all the time, you know, they look so happy. Oh, how you doing today, baby? You look so happy. I'm good, mama. Well, good. That's all mama wants is for you to be happy. You know, I just feel like I put a lot of pressure on myself to be a good mama when I am a good mama to them, you know. So even though I think of my shortcomings, they just think the world of me. I hope. I'm getting older one, so you know they probably don't think
Well.
the world of me.
Deep down inside, they still love their mama.
But just being able to foster them, you know, and they're my responsibility. And I am less and they are more. I just love my little family so much.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's what keeps you grounded through it all, because that's what this is all up. That's what all this work is for, you know.
Yes.
My family. And I like to show my kids that it's possible. Whatever you want is possible if you work for it and you go for it. And we've even had, like, they're only 8 and 11, but we've already had, you know, what you want to be when you grow up or whatever. And one of mine is like, nothing. And she's like, I want to be a mom and I want to stay at home. And I'm like, perfect. If that is where you need to be, you can do it. And showing them, like, it's not, I'm a circle to COVID, times. I feel like when everything shut down and so many people went working from home, we saw a different possibility for our lives.
Right.
We saw a different, a new reality. And that's why I feel like so many jobs were, now you have a remote option, to work from home option. And I love that because why not? You know, why not? Like what I do, even what I did before I was able to leave that job, I was working from home. And what a blessing to be able to go drop your kids off and pick them up and still be able to provide an income from your for your family. For my kids, I hope and pray that it's something they love to do, you know. And never did I ever think I was going to be selling lipsticks, makeup, skincare, that kind of thing.
Really?
Never. I never sold a thing in my life. And when I started Lime Life, I knew nothing about beauty products, nothing. So it's like I never dreamed that would be my vehicle to be able to have the freedom. But it was what God had for me. And that's, at the end of the day, that's all you want for your kids, is whatever God's plan is for their life. And as mamas, for us to help lead and guide and shape and mold them to be what God has called them to be. That is it. That is it.
And y'all are leading by example. So
That's
there's
what I
no
hope.
greater, strength for them to see their mamas.
Well,
Yeah.
I just, and I feel like we worked and worked and worked. The women wanted to work. They wanted to work, and that's fine. Y'all wanted to work. I wanted to stay home with my kids. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So, and that's okay. And there's a way to do that. There's ways to do that. So, and I tell my kids all the time, listen, you want to go to college? Good, but I am not forcing you. You know,
Right. Oh,
I'm not
gosh, yeah.
forcing you. You want to do something else? That's fine by me.
Find your path.
Right.
Find what makes you passionate. And speaking of that, and women in business and working behind the scenes, do you think in this time women feel more supported or more overwhelmed?
I think they feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I think that's why you see so much anxiety, depression. I think they feel overwhelmed. I did. I felt super overwhelmed. And when I'd get home, I didn't want to even deal with my kids because I had no more energy. I was a teacher. I dealt with 25 kids a day. So when I got home, I dealt with my kids And that's
a lot.
ugly to say, but that's just like I was tired.
But it's
You
the
know?
truth, and women need to hear the truth instead of everyone pretending how easy it is, and go to work all day,
Yeah.
and then come home and cook dinner,
Yeah.
and then deal with homework and responsibilities at home.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah. I honestly don't know how. I don't know how they do it. And especially with kids in sports and homework and keeping up the house and whew, it's
And
a lot.
not having a support system, which
Yeah,
unfortunately
a lot don't.
is
Yeah.
the
A lot
case.
don't.
But as women, I think you guys are such a good example of showing people what is possible. There might be someone listening right now that needs to hear that. Go out
Right.
and do it.
Yeah.
If it needs to be a job working from home, shoot for the stars. Do
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
for yourself. And what is your hope for someone watching right now that does feel overwhelmed? What would you
I
like
just
to?
want-
What message would you like to tell them?
That you're seen, you're heard, you're validated, you're not alone. We don't pretend to have everything all together, and I think that's what people like about us. Like,
It's reality.
it's reality.
It's life.
You'll never see me put like a filter on my face or body because that's I am who I am, and it's okay.
Right.
You're never gonna see my house all the way clean.
Yeah,
That's never gonna
we're
happen.
not Pinterest moms. We're not,
If it's clean, I gotta look at it one room at a time. Oh, I'm happy for 5 minutes, and then there it goes again.
Yeah.
There's rubber boots and everything, mud all over the
Yeah.
house.
Exactly.
It's
And-
just
and
not
that's
gonna be
okay.
like that.
That's
It-
called
one
life.
One day it might be, and then we'll probably miss the mess, is what they say. Like, you'll miss it,
Exactly.
but-
Yes, you will.
yeah, but you're not alone if you feeling that way.
And if they say their house is clean all the time, they lying.
They lying. They lying. Now, I got some rapid fire questions for y'all.
fun.
You ready? Which one of you would survive longer on a deserted island?
Me.
100%.
That was quick. And why?
She's fit. She knows how to eat good. She is going to take charge. Look,
Really?
she takes charge.
She's going to build a
We
hut.
building
She's
a
gonna-
hut. We getting some shelter.
Some
okay?
fire. Okay.
Me, I'm gonna sit there and cry.
Okay. Good to know. Okay, now I know. Who makes the best roux?
Well,
Oh.
probably her. She probably just because she's done it more. Have you done it more?
Maybe once.
Oh.
You know I use the jar.
Yeah, she does use the jar. We both do.
That's
but
what I was
I've made
wondering.
roux probably for five
Well, then
times in my
you're
life.
the best. Then you win again.
It's settled. So who's the mean mom and who's the fun mom?
I'm the mean mom.
Okay.
I don't think I'm the fun mom though. Like that was the question, right?
She's
Fun.
a caring mom. She's caring.
She said, "I'm
And
I'm soft."
and I'm-
is what she's trying
Really?
to
I'm
say.
the
I'm
one-
softer.
I didn't say that. I said she's
I
caring.
know.
I wasn't even thinking
Oh,
soft.
okay.
Here,
Sorry.
that's on me.
I'm putting you.
See.
I'm putting words in your mouth.
And me, I'm like that. It sounds like you need to pass her a slap.
Uh-oh.
You know.
So that's the school teacher in you, though. You think?
I surely hope I wouldn't pass no slaps
No.
on school kids. But
I guess. I mean,
yes,
taking charge.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're gonna keep acting like that.
that would come in handy on a deserted island. I'm just saying. Y'all could work
Oh.
together on
We'd be
that.
fine.
You'd be fine.
We balance
I have
each
no
other
doubt.
pretty good.
So who is more dramatic?
Me,
Okay.
I think
She wasn't going to
Yeah.
say it.
I wasn't.
If
gonna
you're
say
talking
it.
about who needs to vent more in a very dramatic way,
Yeah.
it's always me.
It's Sarah.
She runs hot. Like she runs if something irritates her, it's like mad. Or if something really bothers her, she's like depressed. It's like it's
Up or down,
yeah.
no middle.
And I'm like, okay, come back down. Come
yes,
back down to her.
She's definitely my
Or,
center.
That's
and then like,
wonderful.
or if I'm like, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as you think.
Mm-hmm.
And let's look at the whole situation, kind of thing. I think everybody needs.
Oh, yes.
We got
that-
a good balance because she's a good prayer. Like she'll pray, she'll type out a prayer and send it to me, and I'm like, okay, I'm being too
Come
much.
back down.
Yeah.
That is wonderful.
definitely.
Everyone needs that in their lives.
But her too, though. She helps me out too. It's not just like she doesn't fly off the handle all the time. Sometimes I'm like going through it or whatever, and she will have you prayed or have you done this or it's gonna be okay. This and that. Like she does too.
Good balance, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So who's more stubborn?
I think she's stubborn.
I can be stubborn. Yeah.
like when she okay, for instance.
Yes,
Let me give a for instance.
Tell me.
We need examples.
So I'm the type of person that this did not happen, but I'm the type of person that will go to the nail salon and say, yeah, that's good, even though I hate it or I wouldn't say anything. She, on the other hand, is going to be like, oh, no, no, no. Or like if we're going somewhere and we agreed on a certain price. This did not happen at all. I'm just giving you an for instance. She's going to go up and talk to the people while I'm just going to kind of hang back and complain about it and holler about it. And she's the one that's going to say something.
She'll complain to me about it,
yes,
but then not say anything. And I'm not like a Karen or anything.
No,
like
she's
that.
just gonna make it happen.
But
you know
yeah,
what
I'm just
saying?
like, that's not what we said. That's not what we agreed on, or whatever it may be.
Like I said, none of that ever happened. But I'm giving you examples. I can't think of one specific time where she went up to the desk and was like,
we haven't had to have that. No. But I feel like I'm stubborn in the way too of like in my mind, if I have a picture of how something should be and it's not, then she'll make. I'm trying to think of an example. Like on the website or something,
Mm-hmm.
if like you're typing out a description of a product or whatever, and I'm just like, like what she said is totally fine, and no one would ever be like, that's not good. But in my mind, it was supposed to go this way,
Mm-hmm.
so I'll be like, can we change this to this to this? And she usually just rolls with whatever I say.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel like that. That's where I kind of am stubborn. Like if I want it to be a certain way,
But I think
a certain way.
I think that's a great healthy balance, really.
Yeah.
Because if you were both that way, it might be a problem.
That is true.
They might say, oh, those Cajun Mamas, they are something else.
So who drinks more coffee?
I feel like we both drink
About
the same. 2 cups a day.
2 cups.
Sometimes 3 if I need an afternoon cup.
Yeah.
Depending on the day.
Yeah, depends.
And I wanted to know which one of you speaks better French.
Probably her. She knows more words than I do. But
I
don't
just know
ask
how
me to say
like
anything.
I can pick
but...
them out what they saying, But
neither of you speak fluent?
not
Fluently?
fluent. I
Okay.
wish.
Okay. I was just wondering.
No, yeah, I
And
wish.
speaking of French, what French words do you guys say with confidence, but you're saying it wrong?
Oh, but you're saying it wrong?
Is there anything? Or do you have a favorite French word that we can say?
Oh,
we can
yeah,
say.
right. Disclaimer, no dirty words. I don't know. I mean, I usually say God they don't a lot, or
It just flows off the
pauvre
tongue.
bête. I said pauvre bête on the way
Pauvre
here.
bête,
I'm
yeah.
talking about like, oh, poor thing, pauvre bête.
Mm-hmm.
And you just grew up with that, right? You've
You
heard
grow
it
up here and things, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm saying them right half the time, but
Yeah.
And because you guys talk about Cajun heritage and our culture here, what do you feel, which tradition do you feel should be preserved the most? What is most important that we shouldn't lose?
2 things come to my mind.
Mm-hmm.
The food and the language.
the language and the music for me.
And music, yeah.
The music is just so special. I grew up on it. Both Zydeco and Cajun, I just love it. And I just feel like it's something so unique and so special, and you can pick it out of any lineup.
Right.
It's something that needs to be preserved. The language is just so important.
And
Yeah.
music is a way of passing down stories as well. These stories and these songs have been going down through generations for a very long time. So it's a good way of communicating that. And being that y'all are both from South Louisiana, what is your fondest memory of growing up and being a young girl growing up in South Louisiana?
I think back on my childhood of playing outside all day long, just barefoot, getting dirty. Like, I grew up surrounded by fields, so like sometimes it was crawfish in the field, sometimes it was rice, or sometimes it was whatever the farmers around had. And whenever my mama would let me go like traipsing through their crops and stuff, and God only knows there was animals and wild animals around. But like whenever the fields were in between or something, just go and run out in them in the big open dirt, like just it felt huge,
Yes.
just playing, playing outside. My poor kids, I won't say that they don't play outside, but it's not like it was when I was growing up. Like, we had trees and I had woods by the house and fields and stuff. And we just have some little sad little oak trees we planted when we built the house. They're not even big enough for shade, or barely big enough for shade yet. But I'm like, man, they don't have trees to climb. You know, they don't have woods to run through or whatever. But
Just different.
yeah, it's just different.
I remember my favorite memories just sitting with my mama drinking coffee milk. She would make me some coffee milk when I would get there. My papa would make a little biscuit or something. Spend the night at my mama's. I love that.
Yeah.
That's my good memories.
And I think we do a little more of that, or at least we used to here in Louisiana. You know, the grandparents were such a big part of our upbringing. So that's a good example, too. So let's see. If your children could only take one piece of our Cajun culture into their future, what would you want it to be?
I want them to cook. I want them
Yeah,
to cook
I
for
think
themselves.
so.
And are they interested in cooking? Are they wanting to learn different recipes yet?
My oldest one is Bryn
Okay.
loves to be in the kitchen with me. Ria will come if it's like cookies or sweet things, but like Bryn will cook just about anything with me.
And she's interested in
Yeah, yeah,
it. So that's good.
yeah.
Okay, and you ladies are very, very outspoken about your faith and how important it is in your lives. How has your faith shaped the way you handle success, but also struggles?
I don't think. I mean, I don't see how people get through their struggles in life without faith in the Lord and leaning on Him through hard times. I don't know. I can't imagine a life without Jesus.
And we always go back to the faith, because he's constantly there and he's constantly with us, but we have to call on him throughout this journey because we need discernment.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
of whether or not, is this a good path to go? Is this not so great? Do we really, is this
Is
something
this
we want to
opportunity?
pursue?
Yeah, this opportunity that came up, like,
Is this
Is
good
this
for my
good or
family?
not?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Does it align with what we believe? Does it align with what we,
is it a good fit? Kind of
trust?
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good to have your faith, because if you don't, I don't know how you make decisions. Without Jesus, I don't know how you make decisions. So that's just it. We always, or like sometimes we tell this story often. Sometimes we feel defeated, or we feel like there's something's not right, and it's usually spiritual warfare. As far as and then she's like, we got that good faithful podcast episode coming up. That's why you're feeling like you are, because the devil's after
Attack.
you today.
Oh, uh-oh.
So
It's true.
but
Or-
being able to see that is special too.
In the good times and the bad.
Right.
Yeah.
And do you all have a favorite prayer? Do you each have an individual favorite prayer that you like to pray, or that it's your go-to?
Lately, since this past Lent, and I got this from the Hollow app. Hallow? I said Hollow, but it was
It's okay.
Hallow.
Same.
Same. It's empty me, fill me, use me. And that has been like my motto since then. Is like, empty me of myself, my selfish ambitions, my thoughts, my desires. Fill me with your will, your words, your spirit, and then use me however you want to use me.
I like that.
Yeah.
Mine is Saint Michael, because he defeated the devil, and I have I struggle with depression and anxiety, so having the Saint Michael prayer, I'm always trying to ward off the devil, because it's tough life,
Yes.
but it's a tough struggle. So he's always there.
And you have that prayer in your pocket to
That's
always
right.
have with you.
That's right.
Well, if anyone is listening right now and they feel disconnected from either their roots, their faith, or their purpose in life, what would you tell them? Just a little tidbit of Cajun Mama
Wisdom.
wisdom.
I don't know. I feel like we live in such a fast-paced, what's the word I'm looking for? Distracted, overfilled culture where more is more.
Right.
Less is more, y'all. Less
Keep it
is
simple.
more. If you're feeling disconnected, if you feeling overwhelmed, if you feeling anxious, like take a look at what's filling your mind, take a look at what's filling your heart, your time, and cut loose what don't need to be there.
It's not serving you in
You
a
know,
positive
yeah,
way.
yeah. Life is too short for that.
Absolutely.
I just feel like, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I feel like just take some time. Clear out. Don't worry about where you need to run. Okay? Make pancakes. Pan do. Enjoy a cup of coffee with your loved one or your friend. Take the time to do that instead of running this way or scrolling this, or it will make, you will find it will make a big difference in the way you look at things, and will just bring you joy.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know?
Keep
Yeah.
it simple. That says a lot.
A lot of times we like, oh, I don't really need, like, I did not need to have a whole set of this. Like, I have plates and cups at home, but this brings me joy.
Right.
You know,
Yes.
I'm so
sometimes
glad y'all brought the
literally
Corral. I love it. I love it.
find it, like, my husband will pick at me for when we go thrifting. He's like, another bowl? Like, you needed another bowl?
Always it's a bowl.
A big mixing bowl, you know? Like,
That you're happy.
It is, like, little joys like that. If it makes you smile, it makes you happy, do it.
I think that's a great way to wrap it up. But my last question of every episode is, how do you maintain your posture while pursuing your purpose in life?
Well, I'm sitting up extra straight today because I knew I was coming here. And so I will be quite honest with you. The rest of the time, I'm like this or like this, like especially on our podcast. I'm like this. I'm not pursuing my posture.
I need to put a business card on y'all's table so y'all can remember to sit up.
But
Oh,
look, I'm
yeah, when
sitting
we
up
look at
straight
that
today.
and we see you there. Yeah. Is this more of a metaphorical question? Because I had a feeling it was.
Yeah.
Staying close to Jesus. That is literally the only way that I can stay upright and straight and on the straight and right path in life, you know, and dedicating that time every day. Because if I don't, like, I notice a difference in my posture. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, my temperament, my inside, you know,
overall well-being.
right.
Yeah.
That's what keeps me grounded and
What
life.
she's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can all become misaligned physically, emotionally, spiritually.
that's a great way to put that.
But get back on track, no matter what that means to you. Think positively and keep it simple, right?
Keep it simple.
Well, thank y'all so much for joining me today. It's
Thank
been a
you so
pleasure
much for
actually having y'all
Always a pleasure.
in here rather than just coming to see me for
Yeah,
back
and
pain.
if if you need actual posture help, this
Listen,
lady right here, let me tell
this
you,
is the
thank
one.
she's the one.
Thank you so much. Thank y'all again. And until next time, sit up straight, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay adjusted.
Thanks for listening to the Posture and Purpose podcast with Dr. Michelle Carr-Frank. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Until next time.